All right. Good evening, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. This is the host CB, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday evening. I definitely am. Until just about an hour ago, I was supposed to go live. Had some technical difficulties, but nonetheless, your boy is here. Um, Looking forward to getting you guys a great show. So once again, Who That Nation. What's up? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I should be getting my co-host Uptown in the building. If not, it's all good. Just had some difficulties going on trying to get on, and internet problems can definitely get in the way. But let me go ahead and get to the comments. I seen there was some early comments that was put up. Shout out to JT, said blessing CB and WDN chat line. Who that to you, fam? I see Calvin Washington. Who that from Phoenix? Who that to you, Calvin Washington from Phoenix? I see we got Trav 504 in the building. Said who that? Who that to you, fam? I see we got Miss Dana in the building. Said who that family? Who that to you, Miss Dana? We got James Smart in the building. Said who that? Yeah, fam. Yeah, had some little difficulties. And then I see we got the OG Jerry in the building. Said here we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see Juiced up in the building. Said, what? Who that, fam? Who that to you, fam? I believe it's my first time seeing you. Who that to you? Welcome. Yes, sir, fam. And we'll get back to the comments in a few minutes. But basically tonight's show is going to consist of first off, want to apologize. It's been about a week, a little over a week since I've been on. Just been real busy working, trying to get this money. Especially got the season coming up, so I'm trying to be on point, ready to go. Got some moves I'm making as far as the game. Can't wait to be in New Orleans for this upcoming opener. So just a lot going on working wise. But either way, um, I'm here now, and when I was gone, we had our last preseason game, and then we had the roster cuts. And man, it was definitely some surprising moves made. So I definitely want to get into that. Also, want to get into some division talk. And basically, the question of the night is I got it scrolling on the bottom. Are the Saints ready to roll? You've made the roster cuts. You've got your guys. We're going to talk about new guys that I wasn't expecting at all, you know, to make the team and be the starting, such. We'll get into that. So let's just go ahead and rock and roll. We're gonna start out with the surprise cuts, and we had a trade go down. First off, we're gonna start out with the trade. Now, I had no idea that the Saints was gonna trade Will Lutz, and I also didn't have no idea that Will Lutz was losing the competition in training camp. Because from sources that was talking about that competition was pretty much saying Will Lutz was winning the battle. Groupie was making some good kicks and stuff during training camp, but Will Lutz was still winning the matchup. So I had no idea that that it was going to play out like this. And for him to go for a 7th round draft pick, I know Sean Payton. When they do moves, it's going to kind of be chunk chain, Mickey willing to give away. But man, I had no idea that Will Lutz actually lost the battle. According to DA and sources, they said that Will Lutz lost the battle in camp, and I'm pretty sure they was excited about the kits that Groupie made during the preseason. So first off, man, I want to wish Will Lutz nothing but the best. Want to wish him nothing but the best. He's done wonders for us. In a Saints uniform, it's been plenty of kits. He's made a 59-yarder a few times. I remember when we came back against the Houston Texans, I believe that was an opener a few years back, and he synced that game winner. Will Lutz has done some great things for us. When he went out for his abdominal injury, he came back, he was kind of shaky a little bit. Not the Will Lutz we expected. Now, that being said, going into camp, everything was supposed to be good and dandy for Will Lutz as far as his health. You had another kicker come in and beat him out. But I do want to say, as far as with DA, I'm really respecting DA. He's starting to take control of this team, not trying to leave it in. As you guys have heard me before, when DA was talking last year, when I was stating about DA talking last year about how he was saying, we're following Sean's blueprint and stuff. If you go back and listen early in training camp, you will hear him mention Sean Payton's, and like the culture. At some point, you got to take over. I mean, you the head coach, you got to do things your way. And we can see right now that he stepped in, especially this offseason, stepped in and done things his way. And I see I got Uptown getting on. So let's see. Get Uptown in there. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Okay, we got the MOD in the building. Uptown, what's good with you, fam? I guess he's still getting it together, but yeah, basically, I was just shocked to see that Will Lutz got traded to the Denver Broncos. Like I said, I had no idea that the man lost the battle. To me, I didn't read one source saying that Will Lutz was losing the battle in camp. So I think it was kind of a shocker from everybody, even the people that was there at camp, like your Nick Underhills and stuff. I don't believe they had a sense that Groupie was going to take his spot. Now, maybe it was Will Lutz's spot until preseason came and, not Blake, Groupie, but Groupie, he made some very great situational kicks. He hit a game winner, in the first preseason game. He showed the coaches that he's able to, pull the task off in a situation like that. And we're going to need him to do those things this season. So, I wish him the best. Will Lutz, like I say, shared some great moments with us, had some good moments with us. Now, we're looking forward to seeing what we can get out of Groupie. Now, I just hope that this decision was a full, firm, confident decision made by DA, because if we get into this regular season and this man is shanking kicks and stuff like that, DA definitely gonna be looking, not embarrassed, but he gonna be looking bad for making that move, especially for a 7th rounder. But I see I got Uptown in the building. Uptown, was good with you, fam?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Not much, fam. I'm talking about the Will Lutz trade. So basically, fam, what's your thoughts on the Will Lutz trades? Was that a shocker to you? Did you have any indication that Will Lutz was going to get traded?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something how I really felt, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't know. Not if you say all this trade stuff and all that. I'll be honest. I didn't know that it was trade. But I had a feeling after our last preseason game that he had lost his position. I did. As a matter of fact, I was kind of doing the stream on my own, and I was kind of monitoring, what was going on with that. And kind of like the look that I seen on Will Lutz's face almost showed that he knew that he was out of here. Now, I done heard a lot of people, and that's something that I wanted to address tonight, so I'm glad that you're talking about it, because I even called my man Q. He had a few words. He did a video and stuff on his channel, about, Will Lutz trade and all that, right? Now, what we traded him for, I guess, a 7th-round draft choice. That ain't so good or whatever. I wish that we could have got something better than the 7th-round choice. However, we have to be honest with ourselves. He did not kick well last season, and the season before that, he wasn't available. Because all the stuff, he was injured and all that. And to be quite honest with you, we haven't seen the best side of Will Lutz in a while. And I think this might be where he may benefit from getting rid of a player, too soon, rather than getting rid of a player too late. And now, if the little young boy look like dirt, or the little young boy like he couldn't really compete with that or whatever, or that he didn't look competitive and stuff, and the way DA and the rest of them is saying, they saying that the young boy flat out won the competition. So, if the young boy didn't look so good, I probably would be, a little worried, about what's going on. But the little young fella looks good, man. I can't even deny that. Now, do he have the experience? No. Can he, get the experience? Of course he is, because he's been anointed to start. But I like what I see from him. I won't really nail Dennis for this decision unless it ended up costing us, in some kind of a major way.
Right.
But if we want to be real, there's a few games and stuff, last season where we can look back at Will Lutz and be like, you cost us that. You understand? So it is what it is, man. So that was one of the surprises. It was a surprise to me. Let me put it like this. How can I say this, DB? It was a surprise, but it wasn't a surprise, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense because, like you said, man, Will Lutz body language on the sideline, that Texans game, it was like he was kind of unsure what move they was gonna make. You could kind of see it. So, to me, that part right there could kind of make it seem, less surprising a little bit. But he showed the coaching staff he can kick in crucial situations, even though it's a preseason game. That's still a crucial situation. Imagine how much pressure was on Groupie to make that kick as a rookie. You compete for a job and you got that kind of task to kick a game winner, and it wasn't no 20-yard game winner. It was a 40-something or either high 30s or 40-something. So he showed he got the confidence. He can, step up in big moments. A young kicker like that, I can see it.
And like I say, according to the coaching staff and what Dennis Allen say, that he just flat out beat him. He just flat out beat him. And that's what they considered it based on performance alone and not, seniority. And like I say, if the young boy looked shaky, the one kick that he did miss, I don't hold that against him. You know what I'm saying? I think that was like 60-something yards or something, or 60-yard kick or something. Then one he missed, he had the leg, but he just didn't have the accuracy with that one. I don't hold that against him. Because the ones that he hit, you know what I'm saying, right down the middle of the upright. And you do have to give him credit for that game winner that he hit at Kansas City. With the time ticking down, that is. So he had a whole lot of pressure on him, and you're right, he's trying to make the team and all that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you what I was surprised by too, CP. We got rid of, Lutz and Gilligan. Now that was a surprise. You understand? I thought one of them, I must be honest, I thought one of them job wasn't safe. But both of them job, I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I thought it was more on Will Lutz than Blake. I had no idea Blake was gonna get beat out too. I mean, I know he had competition. He had another punter in there with him, but yeah, I had no idea that Blake Gillikin bat was against the wall like that.
Yeah, but CB, man, this I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Did you study or find out anything about our new punter?
I hadn't got deep into it. I just know The Rock was endorsing them, saying
Yeah,
good
he's a
things, and
damn rock star. Our punter is a rock star around this mother. I mean, he's supposedly be very, very popular, man. Got a big Instagram following and all this. You understand? He's supposed to be kind of a rock star. So I don't know if that made a decision in the Saints, getting him and stuff because, a lot of people seem to like him. You see The Rock and all this kind of stuff and all that. And wow. That's all I have to say. Wow, because of behind that one. Let's put it like this, man. He got personality. He got personality, CB. He ain't just no punk. You understand? So that's
uh,
good to hear. Where we at, CB?
I just want to say, well, I mean, regarding DA, I mean, like we stated, in a few shows back, he came into training camp and he said it's a lot of positions up for competition. When he said that, I was just solely focused on like the left guard position, the cornerback position. My eyes really wasn't tuned in on, yeah, we know they brought in the kicker just to, spark up, light a fire on Will Lutz, and then they brought in the punter, but I had no idea that it was really a battle. DA seen it really as a battle, at those spots.
Yeah.
So I mean, he stood on what he said. So I respect him for that. And the best man won according to him. So gotta respect that.
Yeah, you gotta respect that. You understand, but I'm just like, that threw me for a loop. And I must admit, I didn't see the Bradley Roby thing coming either.
Well, let's go ahead and get on that. Yeah, 'cause that's the next thing we can hop on. Bradley Roby. To me, Bradley Roby, I'm talking about in the secondary. I believe teams was going to target him just going into the training camp. Whoever would have won the outside corner against Debo and Taylor, I still believe that the slot position was going to be targeted if Bradley Roby was there. They still going to target it, but I think Bradley Roby, he's shown that he can, get beat at times in the slot. He done exceptional. I'm not gonna say exceptional, but he held it down pretty well for us. Like it wasn't no catastrophe at that spot. But I had no idea that DA really wanted. He really wanted Alante to get snaps at the slot for a reason, and now we know why. So how you feeling on that, Uptown?
I can't, man. I can't even front, man. I'm a little concerned about it. I am, fam. I am. Because the little bit that we did see, although we're not privy to see what they do in practice. You understand? Unless we attend practice or something like that. But the little slot that I seen Alante Taylor play in preseason, he didn't look that good to me.
Mm-mm.
You understand? He looked like a fish out of water. He just looked confused at times. Now, this I've heard, since then I've heard people insist that he looks good in practice and all this kind of stuff, man. I can only go by what I seen, on the field, and he just did not look comfortable in the slot. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what to say about that kind of stuff like that. So I that's something that I'm really gonna have to do a wait and see thing on to see how this here works out. Because initially, when they say they wasn't bringing Roby back, I thought that that they had really picked somebody else, like maybe Jordan Howland or or Amani or somebody else, to man the slot besides Alante Taylor. But according to Dennis Allen, Alante Taylor is going to be the slot corner. And I like to see how that works out. And shouts out to Dolph and Hoodie Jew.
Shout out to y'all, man. I'm pretty sure everybody know about their podcast. Y'all go check these young fellas out, man. They definitely holding it down for the Who That Nation. Shout out to both of y'all.
So that's my honest assessment of that, man. Now I know Bradley Roby wasn't the best, you understand, whatever, like, but I thought maybe his experience and then the other players around him kind of I guess cover over any of the inequities that he may have, in the slot position. Now it looks like they're gonna have to do that with Taylor, unless Taylor surprisingly shows us, that he can do the slot position, working the slot at a high level, but I don't see any evidence to suggest so right now.
Fast. I feel you on that. Yeah, Lante didn't he played a little bit of slot at Tennessee, didn't he? I believe he played a little bit.
But they said, just a little bit, and even to his own, he said himself that he didn't play a lot of slot. He did say that he did play some, but he said it was very little.
Now this, DA, he definitely taking a gamble right here because, I'm saying we both seen Alante, especially that Richie James. He was in the slot on that play. Well, it just ran right past him. I don't know how he is going to fare with these shifty, small, quick receivers. We know he got the length and the speed, but we'll see it. If his footwork is up to par for these little guys. On back-to-back plays. So it's going to be a task for him. Do I think he wanted to be in the slot? No. I think he was looking forward to the battle versus Adebo, but I think Adebo was holding his own in camp. So yeah. DA was probably like, well, the only way you're going to see the field is you fight for this slot spot. Because if not, Adebo was going to be on the number 2 corner, so how much playing time was it Alante going to get?
Yeah.
So maybe he was looking at it like that.
Well, they said, bro, like, remember how we talked about that early in the season? And I wasn't too, I was straight up, I was honest with people. I wanted to see Alante in that spot. But from what I heard, man, is that, Paulson came in there and he held it down and he never took a back turn. That's an interesting comment right there.
Oh, we got some things coming up. We gonna be in New Orleans. I'm gonna show them how Nola get down.
But yeah, but that's very interesting, man. You see, when you playing that slot, man, you ain't got no boundary. You understand? You just in there, and you gotta play it however the receiver. You gotta be on that route, whatever the receiver got going on there. You don't have the sideline and stuff, serve as an extra defender. You know what I mean? So, since they insist that he can do this and all that, and Dennis Allen, if I'm not mistaken, that his defensive background was at defensive back. It's where he started and all that. Maybe he sees something that we don't see. So it is what it is right now at this point.
That's true. Let's read a few comments right quick. Shout out to the right. He said, I think they wanted to see Taylor sooner in the slot, but Lattimore got hurt, forcing Taylor outside.
Um,
Ooh,
uh, maybe I don't know, man, because like I don't know. Maybe that was their vision all along. You may be right, Daryl, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let me say that that's a good educated guess. I put it like that.
I
No,
see. I got my brother in the building. Titan fans. I can't wait. I can't wait till next week. Like I said, it's a lot of content is gonna get put out. He definitely gonna be on here. Um,
yeah,
talking about his little Titans.
yeah, times like this that Chad loves to show up.
Oh man.
It's all good though, Chad. We'll talk to you soon.
Ooh, and the right also said, remember when CJ was traded, Taylor was drafted.
Mhm.
That's true. I mean, yeah, it could have been division for DA, all along, but we don't, we really don't know. But
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I
at
mean
this
that
point now, we just gotta wait and see what he gonna do. I do know they gonna come out targeting, the slot just cause it's new. They know he fresh at that position, so they gonna target it. The
you know
far as like our week one matchup, do we gotta be worrying about Tanning Hill just blowing the spot up? Absolutely not. But I'm just saying like as we go along the road, I
some
believe.
Daryl that can be. Sometimes you can envision something, right? But maybe that player does not have that skill set. You know what I'm saying? Although you envision that all you want, you know. And I'm not particularly saying that Alante don't have the skill set. And I'm not trying to, just judge him based on the small sample size that we've seen, during the preseason. I'm basing it on the collective of things, on the fact that, the little that we've seen in the preseason and the fact that he has played little of that position throughout his career. So that's where I guess my trepidation and stuff comes from in terms of him, playing the spot.
Okay, I feel you on that.
So
Dolph said, "Hey family, we're planning a meet and greet tailgate with all Saints content creators and family members meet up October 1st against Tampa." Brother Wallace came up with the suggestion. Let's see,
we talk
October
about that.
1st.
We talk about that, Dolph.
Yeah, I see how my schedule looking on that, fam.
So where
But
we at?
I definitely know I'm gonna be down there next weekend. So any Saints fan, Dolph, if you trying to plan a link up, man, definitely, hit the line. I'm definitely down for that. Definitely down for it. Yeah, we see how the slot plays out. But okay, now that we got the cuts and trades out the way, the key cuts and trades. I do want to. We did cut Jalen Smith, but we brought him back. Okay, so now we got our 53. Just looking at the 53, Uptown. Where do you think our weakness position group is? Do you think we still have a weakness position group?
Yeah, we do. The offensive line. And it ain't so much the starters, it's the depth that we have in the offensive line. Um, that's still a concern, in case somebody gets injured or whatever. Because y'all got to realize last season, man, we played with a patchwork offensive line damn near the whole damn season. And I'm still not, happy with, what we got on that offensive line. Like I said, it ain't so much the starters, it ain't Penning, It ain't Hurts. It's not McCoy. It's not Caesar. It's not Ram. It's the people that's backing up those people that I got a concern with. You understand? When I say the people backing up those people, that means everyone, including Andrews. So that's where my concerns is coming. Exactly.
Let's see.
Like everywhere else, it seemed like everywhere else that we have some kind of an improvement and stuff everywhere else. Whether it's improvements internally or improvements that we got in free agency or through the draft. What about you, man?
You said offensive line. I can agree with that. Let's see another position group. I'ma still stick with the linebacker position. And I say that I know we signed Jalen Smith. And first off, I believe they need to put Jalen on the 53 because at some point one of these teams gonna end up snagging Jalen Smith. When you're on the practice squad, a team can snag you up. So I think they need to put Jalen Smith on the 53, and they probably will, once next week sometime. But yeah, if he is in that position group mix with the 53,
You see,
I think that's pretty solid. But as it's standing right now, I still go with that being the weakest link, position group wise, along with offensive line. Just as it stands now, it's just DeMario and Pete, and then one of them goes down. Who you got? Zach Bond.
well, they got Vaughn, that dude Sewell. He made the roster.
Yeah.
That Jackson kid, he made the roster.
I'm not confident in Sewell. As far as Dante Jackson, I'm pretty sure he gonna get his opportunity. He basically a rookie, because he was hurt last year. So it's remain to be seen what he gonna bring. But any proven type, backups that we got, Zach Bond, and he's been used to rush the passer and blitz. So you really can take him out the equation when you're talking about just being the prototypical linebacker.
You
It's
see,
kind of blurry.
you see this whole thing with Jalen Smith. We really shouldn't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Because there was a player that we could have easily got rid of, who we could easily put on injured reserve right now and just move him and put him, on the 53-man roster. I don't know what is this team's love affair with number 10.
Oh
This
boy.
is another year, yet another year. That number 10 is here.
And he got growing surgery. He just had growing surgery. And he was still able to get
And
on the
they
53.
still got his ass here, man. What the hell is this dude, man, doing? What do he have on the coaching staff, the management, whatever? You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, I thought that for sure that his ass was out this time. You understand? But then I look on the thing, they got rid of Shaq. You understand? Shaq Davis, even though they bought him back. But I just don't know, bro. I just don't know, man. I have no idea what the hell, man. I don't want to hear this foolishness about this cat can block and all that. Man, I don't want to hear that no more. I'm tired of hearing that.
I don't know what the game plan on. I mean, I guess he just gonna still be a rotational piece. But hopefully, A.T. Perry makes his stamp while Traquan Smith is out. Because obviously, when Traquan Smith gets healthy, he's going to be a part of the offense. That's basically this right here. Basically, just showed that.
I pretty much confirmed it, man. To confirm that for some reason, man, that they really, 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 really love Traquan.
Right.
You understand? Mr. Hands of Stone. Mister, I'm hurt all the time.
Dolph said I was saying this week. Well, Traquan to hit the IR and Smith to 53.
That's what they should do, and they should do that immediately. You understand what I'm saying? Immediately. And they need to keep his ass on IR for the rest of the season.
Trav 504 said DA works for Traquan. He said he worked for Traquan. Man, gotta do something.
Hey,
I
bro,
mean, Sean loved him too. It
think
wasn't just
about
DA.
this.
Sean loved him.
Fam, think about this, right? Think about this, right? We cut our kicker and our punter before we cut Traquan ass. Think about that.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's wild as hell, huh?
That's
We
wild.
got rid of Will Lutz, who's if you want to compare, he has been more beneficial to the Saints than Traquan. Oh my goodness, man.
Dolph said he was better than all the receivers they brought in that all of you thought would beat him out. The hate is real.
How the hell he was better than anyone, dog? He wasn't even on the field.
Yeah, he didn't play this
He didn't
preseason.
participate none in training camp. He got hurt early. So how was he better than anyone when he was on the damn stretcher? Come on, man.
I just think it was just more of that the receivers they brought in didn't impress the coaching staff good enough, and they was already comfortable with Traquan. But yeah, Traquan, I mean, he didn't beat none of those guys out because
Man,
he
I was very
he wasn't in
impressed.
training camp.
I was impressed by Kirkland. I was impressed by Shaq Davis, and I was impressed by A.T. Terry. And what's the other dude named Bowden Jr. or whatever? He was more impressive, than damn Trey. In fact, man, we didn't even see Traquan. Are you kidding me? We saw none. He wasn't in training camp. He didn't participate in none of the preseason games. What is there to see from Traquan that was so impressive that warranted him getting a damn spot? We saw nothing that was impressive. That's something right there. That's some and I hate to say it like this. They just like Wookie. They just like Wookie. That's what it is, brother. It's something they just like. Ain't because he's just a great football player, nothing like that. Apparently, they just really like him.
Oh man. Okay, I see Jerry and Dolph. They calling for the link.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Man.
What else we need to hit on before we drop the link?
Let's get something established here, right? I want us to get something established here, right? Before anybody come in here, you understand, trying to defend Traquan for any reason, right? Let's establish the fact that we did not see him none this training camp or in the preseason games. So there's nothing that warrants, him having this spot that he has, because it's not based on no kind of performance. Okay? It's based on something else intangible. There's something that the coaching staff like about him that has nothing to do with what he's doing on the field. Okay, now let's go.
So let's see. Let's drop the link. We hit on the other stuff.
Man. Let's hear what they got to say about it. But boy, this is not. It's to the point where you can't. That is indefensible, man. You cannot defend it. Dude.
So I'll just put the link in the comments. You guys call in. Let us know if you want to talk. We can talk about whatever. Your thoughts on the off season, surprising cuts, who you thought should have made the team, who shouldn't be on the squad. I mean, just give us your thoughts and opinions. And JT, I seen your comment. You asked me about the touchbacks. Let me pull that up before somebody get in. You said, how many touchbacks did the young man have? I think that's going to be the problem. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure how many touchbacks he had. I'm not sure, fam. Hey, shout out to WD, man, our podcast creator, designer. He said nothing to do with what's going on the field. Oh Lord. Okay, I see Brandon popped up first, so we're gonna get to Brandon first. And for the ones that's on standby, please, we're gonna get to all of y'all. So first I see we got Brandon McGowan in the building. Brandon, what's good with you, fam?
What's up, man?
Everything. What's up, y'all?
What's
What's
good,
good
man?
with
What
you?
you got? What you got? What's good, fam?
Well, I just got late to y'all podcasts and stuff. But I just turned my phone on. Y'all, I think y'all was talking about the 53 men, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we was talking about
Yeah.
the surprises and the one that wasn't such a surprise and stuff like that. You know, just evaluating, all the moves that we just made, this weekend to get down to the 53-man roster. What you got, brother?
Well, no surprise here. Trey Quanah is still with us. I don't know. I don't know. I ain't never seen him all training camp, and while guys like what's it Shaq, the receiver that they made the good catches during the second game and the third game.
Yeah.
And Jalen Smith, the one that went headhunt on Camaro back in the week after Thanksgiving, way back in 18.
Yeah.
They should have made the cut instead of on the practice squad.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
And go ahead.
Any other surprises you seen, or anything else that surprised you, or any concerns after the 53?
Well, the tight end the handler like to throw into, like in the last preseason game, Crow, surprised today. He didn't made it, but everybody talk about the second game that they had some easy drops. I said like I see he made some good catches though. Just that it was a good defense that was being played on him, but and Sean Payton had to go snag him up and send him to Denver. That's one of the surprises there. And I'm also pissed why we didn't sign Kareem Hunt to back up Kamara. He's still out there, and Leonard Fournette's still out there too.
Mm-hmm. Well, you see, what I think happened with Crawl, man, is that that tight end room got crowded real fast on him. And when they brought Jimmy back, and Jimmy's starting to look kind of look like Jimmy. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like edged him out because they wasn't going to get rid of how Jawan Johnson and Paulson Moreau, their spots were solidified.
Yep. They definitely locks.
They only had two, maybe one or two more spots, man, that was available, on the roster, and stuff happened. And, when Jimmy came in, he just took over, and that was it. So that left him out on the outside looking in.
See, like the youth had been rejuvenated back at him, but like since we had let him go for unknown reasons, we'll probably have to do with money and whatever, because Loomis so damn cheap. Like shit, he and Denise Allen are mostly responsible for basically we're just not upgrading our roster and stuff just for compete for championships or whatever. And he had some lost years up there playing for other three other teams. While he could have been up there with Gronk Kelsey one of being the greatest tight ends ever. Because like I say, Breeze was still he was still him. And Graham could like he could have been there. I said he could help us 2018 to win that NFC Championship game against them sorry ass Lambs. They had no business being there. Like he had some he had some lost years with the other 2-3 teams. While he had stayed with us, not thinking about the money, just thinking about how many more championships the Saints could have won since 2009 when he been with us. And there's another thing I want to touch though about the linebacking core. Like we got Warner and we got Davis, and why we didn't bring back Quan? Give y'all take on that. Why we didn't bring Quan back?
Yeah, that would have been good, but Quan signed somebody else. I don't know who he signed with the Jets last season, and he was somebody else this season. I forgot.
The Steelers.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh.
Yeah, with the Steelers. And they must think pretty highly of him because the Steelers just don't be just getting on anybody at linebacker. So they must think pretty high of him. But hey, man, good to hear from you, man. Don't be no stranger.
Yeah.
You understand? And the season's about to start, so make sure that you know that you're checking with us, man, on a weekly basis, man, and see what we got to say. Be a part of this.
I do my best. Let's go start week 1. Let's get them tits.
All right,
Titans, that is.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Who that?
Who that?
All right. Who else we got out there?
Okay, now we got the OG Jerry Poor in the building.
OG.
OG, what's good with you, fam?
Man.
What's up? What up, CB? What up, Uptown?
What's happening with you?
I'm here. Ready for next Sunday. That's for sure.
Ooh, I can't wait, fam.
Can't wait.
What you got, fam? What you got for us?
What you got for us, man? What's up with you?
Oh my goodness gracious, Uptown. I am glad I came on here to make this message clear. I don't know what in God's green earth do we still got this man on this roster and he ain't did shit lately.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand that shit, Uptown.
I don't understand it either, man, but it is what it is. You know, at least, you know, let's put it like this, right? He's taking up a roster spot, but at least for the time being, he's not on the field where he can make those kind of mistakes that we so accustomed to seeing him make. So, you know, as long, I guess, the long and short of it is, you know, just keep him away. You understand what I'm saying?
Keep his ass on the sideline for a change. Damn.
You understand? I'm pretty sure that one of those other dudes can block.
Give him to do, get Traquan to do something else instead of being out there in uniform or on the field. Give him to be the water boy or some shit. Shit.
I think Shaq Davis can block 2 people. You know what I mean?
I'd rather Shaq Davis than Traquan. Shit.
I bet you AT can block too. So I mean, you know, they if they're just as good as blockers as he is, man, then we really don't need him to be around there. You understand? So
exactly.
You understand? Any shockers? Any shockers besides number 10?
Quite a few Uptown. But I don't know why they let because I really like that boy Nico Lalos, the one that had those 3 sacks. I really liked him. I'm surprised he went somewhere else. I really wanted him to be on this roster as well. I really wanted him to get traded as well.
I thought he made the practice squad.
I think he did. I have to double check and see. I don't know. Did he make the practice squad, CB?
I think he
Who
made
was that? Yeah, Laylos.
Yeah, he made the practice squad.
Yeah, he had got released, then they brought him back to the practice squad.
Oh,
Yeah, I like him too.
Yep. And I'm glad they brought Jalen Smith back because he could really be on the starting lineup with Demario Davis and Pete Warner.
He should be on the active roster.
Yeah, let Zach Bond sit down.
So what they should do is that they should put Traquan on injury reserve. Since they said, I ain't even know, they didn't even tell nobody, until just recently that his ass had surgery. You know what I'm saying? Put him on IR, then bring up Jalen Smith. And as far as I'm concerned, man, they can keep Traquan ass on IR the rest of the damn season. If they like him and stuff, y'all like him that much, right? He ain't got to be on the field. Y'all can holler at him in the locker room and all that. You can call him and stuff, go by his house and go kick him with him and all. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't got to really be on the field with him.
Right.
So you excited for the season, man? You excited the season about to start?
Hell yeah, I'm excited about the season about to start. I held back long enough. I'm ready for the Titans. Let's go.
All right, fam. It's good to hear from you, man. You're a good person, man. You support really, really good, man. I see you all over the place too, bro. You bleed black and gold.
Number one channel supporter. Sure.
But I do want to address this real quick, and I'm gonna get out of here.
Sure.
Shout out to my boy Dolph 17 of the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. This man had me on his show to apologize to his favorite wide receiver, which I'm completely embarrassed. If those that don't know, yes, I was on his show earlier this week, and he had me to come and apologize to his favorite wide receiver, which I don't understand why he's still on this damn team.
Man, dog tripping, bro. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear this stuff.
You apologize.
You on cloud nine, bro.
Come on, bro. They ain't no
I
logical.
love you, bro.
Man, there ain't no logical argument.
But damn.
For that dude, man.
Exactly.
There ain't no logical argument for that. And at this point in time, if you arguing, man, defending why you just being a homer. And I just can't be no homer like that. You understand? I wear glasses, man, and those glasses help me see a lot of stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right, fam. Good to hear from you, man. You understand?
All right, Little Town.
Shouts out.
All right, Little Town. All right, CB.
All right,
have a good night. Who that?
Who that?
Night. Let's get it.
All right, come on, dog. Let me hear it, bro. Let me hear what you got to say about this dude, man.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
You want to run?
Yeah.
Put Traquan in. What's up? What's up, one time, man? What's up, CB?
Come on,
I'm just enjoying this, bro. Shouts out to Jerry, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, that was a great show, man. Y'all get a chance, check it out, man.
Yeah.
Real talk, man. I tried to tell y'all, all you had to do, it's not like I had to push the ball or anything. All you had to do was listen to the head coach, the quarterback, come out and talk about the man. The man was going to be on the team. Now, all joking aside, before he got injured in training camp, other than the big three, he was the best receiver in camp. And he was one of the only receivers in camp who was giving Latimer some work. Like it or not, it was reported. It is what it is. Uptown, you said he wasn't in camp. Before he went out, bro, he was the number 4, the 4th best receiver on the team. James Washington, everybody thought James Washington was gonna beat him out. When he saw he done, Brian Edwards, he shouts out to Ross Jackson. Ross Jackson had Brian Edwards as automatic as he can be as being on his team. Traquan got Washington, Edwards out of here. He got QT out of here. Listen, Shaq Davis came on late in the game. Shaq Davis had a better receiver than Traquan Smith. He's not. You know what I'm saying? He was better than AT Perry. That breakout game in the preseason, yes. He's a talent. He deserves to be on the team. Shaq Davis is a talent. I'm glad he's on the practice squad. You know what I'm saying? But this is what's going to happen. Traquan had the surgery. They're going to move him short-term into reserve. Jalen Smith's going to be called up to the 53-man roster. But remember, before the Saints released Jalen Smith, Dennis Allen went to the podium and he was asked about Jalen Smith. Like, I like everything he's doing, but you got to be able to play special teams too. Jalen Smith never played special teams. But in the interview, he said, I never played it, but whatever the coach needs me to do, I'm going to do it. So when they released Jalen Smith, they released him, I guess they had that handshake, knowing like, hey, don't even go nowhere, we're bringing you back. Because he's a veteran, and when he wasn't on waivers, he was just released. Let's say they had put someone who did not have 4 years or less experience out there, they go on waivers. So when you go on waivers, you have no control over if the team claims you on waivers, that's just when you go. So with all joking aside, man, listen. Derek Coach likes Traquan Smith, your head coach likes Traquan Smith, your offensive coordinator likes Traquan Smith. And it's the stuff that don't show up on Sundays. It don't show up on the stat sheets. You know what I'm saying? The man, and what kills me, and I want to listen, I ain't a fool. He was a third round pick though, Uptown, and everybody, to me, everybody act like this kid was a first round pick or something. You know what I'm saying? When this kid came out, this kid was what? He was a vertical threat. When he came here, Drew Brees could no longer push the ball down the field. He had to learn a whole new position, a whole new role. He has carved out a niche for himself in this. He has been one of the best contested catches, receivers catching the ball in traffic over the middle on the Saints. Plain and simple. And everybody's talking about him dropping balls. That man don't drop balls like that, man. It's just like when we get people get in our head, we don't like somebody. We just come anything negative. It's just like with James, bro. James can be anyway. That's how it is. And that's how it is with Traquan. It's the same way. It's the same way. Brian Edwards, everybody, James Washington, everybody thought, well, Traquan finally gone, we'll get him off the team. And what does he go out there and do? I think he got the 9th or 10th practice before he got hurt. But before that, he was what? He was balling, man. His name, he was doing what he had to do to make the team, man. The stuff that he does is not appreciated. But listen, it's not just coming from me. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people see it. Some people just don't want to see it. They're like the horse with blinders on. You know what I'm saying? I just think the expectations, bro, was too high for this kid. Like he was a first round pick, a top 10 pick, and that's not what he was. He's not a bust as a third round pick. He's not a bust.
Okay. I heard everything you said, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I heard everything you said. Like, and some things that I do disagree with. Nobody had no expectations on no Traquan Smith.
Yes, they did. Come on, Tom. Yeah, they did, bro. When he was drafted out Central Florida, but yes, they did, bro. Don't do that, bro.
I'll let you talk.
Come on, fam.
Let you talk.
Go ahead, fam. You right. Go ahead, fam.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Nobody had and we didn't even know who the hell no Traquan Smith was, dog. To have no expectations on him. You understand? He played for South Florida, right? Didn't he play for South Florida? That team that went undefeated that year? Right? Isn't that where he come from? Huh?
Central Florida. UCF, huh? Yeah, UCF.
He played for UCF. Nobody had no expectation on him out of UCF. Let's get for real now. You understand what I'm saying? Now, once when he came here, you saying that people got blinders on. You must have blinders on. You don't see the bonehead stuff that he do on the field? the penalties and stuff, the crucial drop passes, like that season and stuff when we did with that season when Jameis got hurt and we had to play Trevor Simeon. He wasn't the only one dropping passes. They had other receivers around him dropping passes, but he was involved with that. You understand? Not only that, right? The best ability that you have is availability. And this man has been virtually injured ever since he's been the same. You understand what I'm saying? Now, whatever they like about Traquan, like I said before you got on here, has nothing to do with what he does on the football. You understand? Maybe he's a good leader. Maybe he helps out young players. Maybe he's a good person to communicate what coaches want to be done, inside of a practice or something like that. But it has nothing to do with what he does on the field. Because if you want me to, if I have to, I will compile all his bonehead things for you and put it on video. If I have to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So let me tell you something, right? You gotta be careful when everybody likes you, and you gotta be careful when everybody don't like you. You understand what I'm saying? On both accords. Traquan Smith has gave Saints fans a reason to dislike him. You understand? It's not like people said, hey, look, he came in, he made a couple of drop passes or whatever, and then people was like, oh, we don't like Traquan Smith anymore. No, he gave people a reason not to like him. Now, he's unlike another player who don't play for us anymore, who I thought was given the treatment that you say Traquan is getting. I thought that's the treatment that Marcus Williams was getting. I thought that people, no matter what Marcus Williams did, people was going to always remember him for missing that missed tackle up there in Minnesota. You understand? Right. He's the one that gets the treatment that you think Traquan gets, dog.
Traquan had multiple instances to where he was going out there as the number one receiver due to injuries, and he did not show us anything. So it's just more than, what he's doing that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. At some point, you got to be able to produce as a wide receiver. And he had ample opportunities when he was healthy on the field that he could have went out there and showed, just like WD just mentioned. Marquez Callaway came on the scene after Traquan. How's a Marquez Callaway, undrafted guy coming on the scene, undrafted, outperforms Traquan? Receiver takes the spot. When before Jameis got hurt, they were going into the season. It was Marquez Callaway. It wasn't no Jameis and Traquan.
Remember, Traquan got hurt too, bro.
That's the problem.
Bro. Yeah, I need to put up the video. You put up the videos, and I'm gonna put up the videos of all the party plays, so you can go back and forth with that, family. But what I'm saying is this: I'm not sitting here being naive. There's a lot of shit times on the field. Yes, he hasn't came through, but there are also a lot of times that he has came through on the field. But we act like this kid has just been a damn mishap, a mistake ever since he's been drafted here.
It's not every cent.
No, I'm saying that's how. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying as in a whole. Let's think about it. That's a good comparison, boy. You say Marcus Williams, right? I don't think who that nation feels as bad toward Marcus Williams as they feel about this kid right here. If this kid would have got cut, and this is what happened with Jimmy. Way before everything happened, going to camp, we had a break. Everyone was saying I said, listen, if he makes the 53, Jerry, come on and do an apology to the man. And I'll do whatever you want me to do if he gets cut. I was confident. I knew the man was not going to get cut. Because a minute ago, Uptown, you said it's not nothing he's doing on the field. Listen, if he was not doing nothing on the field that helps the Saints to be successful, that team thought they could help them to be successful, there's no way to keep them on the team. They just got rid of Will West. They just got rid of Gillikin. They just let go the entire interior defensive line from last year. They just benched Pete. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. But Dennis Allen got the win. Ain't no time for favoritism. And then you have Derek Carr, who just walked into the building, up to the podium talking about this man and saying he does the stuff that's underappreciated in his league. He does the things that don't pop out to you. You know what I'm saying? So when you start quarterback saying that, and your head coach is going up to the podium, all you had to do was read through the tea leaves. That's all I was saying. The kid is not as bad. He is not the worst receiver in the history of the New Orleans Saints. He's not even on that list. Now that's a list you can make that blew a lot of people's mind. And he doesn't drop balls like everybody's making it seem. I mean, the same amount of balls he dropped, what about the damn tough catches he made over the middle? What about the touchdowns he made? So, I mean, it's 50-50, bro. You know, you can have either way, and I totally see what you're saying, and I just hope y'all see what I'm saying, man. I'm not sitting here saying Traquan is a number 2 receiver or he could be a number 1 receiver. I just think that he's a bona fide number 4, number 3, number 5 receiver in the league. That's all. I think he's serviceable.
Well, at this moment right now, he's not the 3rd or 4th wide receiver on this team.
Right, who's in front of him?
Right now.
That's because he's hurt.
That's the problem. That's what you keep talking about. You keep saying that you say that it's something that he does on the field, but he's never on the field. So I don't know.
Tom, I love you, fam, but who can control themselves getting hurt?
Say what?
Who can control themselves from getting hurt?
Nobody could.
Like Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas has been hurt last year. And you have, I'm not saying you, but you have people in the nation go against Michael Thomas. Like, you know, trade Michael Thomas. Time to move on from Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No player wants to be hurt.
Yeah, but we done seen Michael Thomas, and we done seen what the best of Michael Thomas can look like. We have not ever seen the best of no Traquan Smith. Nobody has. You understand what I'm saying? So we might have a tendency to want to be patient with him and his injury in history, as opposed to what we do with Traquan Smith.
Yeah, because it's been other guys in Saints uniforms that we.
I gotta say this.
You got PJ before he got moved to safety. PJ, we was on his ass. You got Davenport, we was on his ass. It ain't just pointing out Traquan. Like, it's a reason why. You know who that should get on certain.
Like I said, I know Saints fans, right? Saints fans, all the ones I know, at least I'm gonna put it like this. Most of the Saints fans I know never forgave Marcus Williams. Even though Marcus Williams, after what happened in Minnesota, Marcus Williams became one of the best safeties in the league. And they still never forgave him for that. You understand? So it's not like anybody is picking on Traquan Smith. You understand what I'm saying? But the price that people have about him is legit. And to be quite honest with you, dog, you're the only Saints fan I know that really defend him like that.
I know.
So I don't know of any other Saints fan that is brave enough to defend number 10. You are.
I'm gonna let it on myself, bro. I'm gonna let it on myself, bro. But guess what? Still standing, baby. 53, still standing, baby.
Do you understand? Well, look, I gotta ask you the question I've been asking everybody else, bro, because I want to know. Any shockers, bro? Any shockers?
I'm Coach Roby. Moving on from Lutz.
Think about that, though. I want to know.
Yeah. About moving on from Lutz.
Yeah.
To me, man, it's like a lot of people were talking about it last year, and he kicked like the worst percentage of his career, 64%. Okay, that was last year. Come into training camp now, and people are like, how many field goals did they miss in training camp? They missed the same amount of field goals in training camp, all right? If you count the preseason game, Blueface missed 6, and Lux missed 5. You know what I'm saying? And Lux, I think he knew. You could see on the sidelines of the last game how he was looking at there in the locker room when he got emotional. Like, man, this brother already knew that he pretty much was out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the writing was on the wall, man. I just hope they made the right decision, and I just hope it doesn't come down next week to a field goal and Blueface walks his happy ass out there and misses the field goal. Then I want to see how everybody feel then. Then I want Rizzy to bring his ass up there up to that podium and explain why you got rid of a top 10 kicker in the National Football League, a kicker that's won maybe 8 out of 9 games for us on the last second kick. Listen, he was hurt in 2021. Last year, that's a cold injury, bro. I mean, that takes a lot to come back from. And he said he was in his head. You know what I'm saying? I just hope they made the right decision, man. Now, the one choice I do agree with is moving away from Gillikin, man.
Yeah.
But it was the worst of two evils because to me, what's his name? Hadley? Is that correct? The new corner? He the worst of two evils. I still think they should go out there and find another point. He wasn't much better. He was shaking punch too. His hang time was not good. So his ball placement on points. So, you know, those were the ones, and the Warrior kind of caught me by surprise because all through training camp, in the first 2 preseason, in all preseason, he's been a starting slot corner. All we heard was the reports that they're working in Alante, but hell, some days it wasn't Alante wasn't even the next man up. It's been Ugo Amani who was up, and then after that, after Ugo, you know, the rookie Jordan Howard, you know, he's got slot experience.
Yeah.
But when they draft Taylor last year, the thoughts was of him playing the slot and then moving on from CJ. And I just think it happened. Like I believe I don't know if CB said or you said that when he got hurt, when Marshawn got hurt, that forced him to put Lante on the outside instead of working him slowly working him on, you know, into the slot. I think if Marshawn would have stayed healthy, I think last year you just saw him as backing up on Roby, and then eventually I think Roby probably wouldn't even came to camp. I think they would have just went on and let Lante you know, do his thing, man. But those are the biggest shots, brother. You know, those are the biggest shots to me. And the line, like you guys were speaking about the offensive line depth, man, it's not just us, man. It seems to be broke. It seems to be a concern around the entire league about the backups in this league. But I don't know what's it from. Is it from lack of reps? Or what? I just don't understand it. But the quality of backup offensive linemen, man, is down in the league, man. And even though, listen, I understand. Andrews Pete as a backup, I love it. I love it as a back. We got one of the better backups in the league because he can go in and play guard. If you need be, you throw Hurts at tackle or vice versa, you know, and he can go left tackle or left guard. But look, fam, I would say those are the ones that surprise me the most. And like Jerry said, man, I'm ready to hell, bro. I can't wait till next Sunday, man. Get here, bro. I'm ready to go to war. I'm ready to go. Wear that black and gold, put that number 8 jersey back on. I've been wearing it anyway, but now I can wear it in Jimmy's back, baby. So let's do it.
Oh, we gotta link up, dog. I'm gonna be out there Saturday.
Where?
I'm gonna be out there Saturday morning, Saturday to Monday.
You gonna be in the morning this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday coming up.
All right. I'm not in the city, bro. I'm in Texas, but I will be down because I know, man, if y'all don't mind, bro, I want to send a shout out, man, to the fam, man. We lost a good friend, man, a cousin, a big brother, man. Shout out to the Carbo family, man. We lost Mike, man, and I will be in the city for the funeral, man. So I want to, yeah, bro. Man, we hook up, bro. We hook up, bro. We got to, man. We got to, bro.
I
I
appreciate it.
appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on, bro. Love y'all work, bro. As always, man. We all got to hook up. Hey, man. Anytime this Sunday, bro, if y'all not on Sunday mornings, bro, I started this new podcast called as NFL Turns, bro. I love for y'all to come in, bro. Be part of it, bro. Listen, come on Sunday, bro. We gonna get injury reports, who's in, who's out. We gonna pick the games that Sunday, man. And you know, yeah, we gonna have some fun. We'll open up the lines, let the family members call in, get their thoughts before kickoff and everything, man. So, man, if y'all want to, man, y'all got an open invitation to be part of it, bro. I love to have y'all knowledge, bro, and y'all love the game, bro. And again, bro, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, bro. No, I know I'll be messing with. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times I'm doing it just to mess with people, bro. But listen, man. Great show, man. Great family atmosphere, bro. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for having me, bro. And who that, baby? I'll talk to y'all later, man.
Appreciate you, y'all. Who that?
Who that?
Yeah, that was a good one right there.
Oh yeah. So we got 2 callers left.
Okay, let's get it.
Okay, I see we got James in the building. James, what's good with you, fam?
James, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, James? What's good?
Oh man, not much. Okay. Join in. My most concern would be the offensive line. That's the number one thing for me. Because Derek Carr ain't got no time. Derek Carr throw the ball to any and everybody if you don't give him enough time. So that's one of my main concerns. If somebody gets hurt, he's behind him.
Yeah, that's what we've been talking about here. That's that's universally, so far, most Saints fans, concerned, the offensive line. At least not really so much the starters, but the backline. So we have a real concern for that, especially due to the fact that last season, we had patchwork offensive lines throughout the whole course of the season. And we need some continuity there this season. We need them dudes to play, the whole season, hopefully the whole season together. And I guess if they're out there playing together, then they can build up some type of chemistry, that can help, help their performance and help us, to win games. What else you got, Big James?
Also, some of the stuff that the dude was saying about Traquan, I really don't agree with because when Mike was there, Traquan had an opportunity to step up and he did not. Traquan had a lot of opportunities to kind of like step up, especially during that time when we didn't have nobody. Like CB said, like we had Marquez Callaway, we're talking about Callaway.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Traquan had a bunch of opportunities. He taking somebody else's spot. That's what I feel.
Yeah, well, he was, he had the opportunities, but he couldn't capitalize on the opportunities because most of the time since he's been here, he hasn't been on the field. So
Traquan ain't played maybe 20 games his whole career.
I don't know how many games collectively he has played period. But I know that he's been injured almost every season that he's been the Saint.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like he only played like a whole total career of maybe like 20 games. Like, bro, you
I
can't do that.
I have to really check that out to see, like how many games he played collectively. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's been with us for about 4 years or something like that. Not CP, 4 or 5 years or something.
Yeah, 5.
So I mean, if he only played 20 games, then that means that that situation is more dire than what I even thought. Because that's like 5 games. So that means if he's been here for 4 years and he only appeared in 20 games, that's an average of 5 games a year.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal.
So that's not
brutal. And I also had an issue. I also was kind of concerned for Taylor in the slot, as everyone else did too, because he never really played there. I probably would have kept Roby and let him and Taylor kind of swap in and out during the game, and then kind of let that transition be easier instead of just cutting Roby and then, hey Taylor, you the starter. You know what I mean?
You know, so like, I kind of concur with what you said, but there's a caveat to that too, right? I mean, we can't sit here too and act like, Bradley Roby was like, a shut down slot corner or something like that,
Right.
I mean,
Nah, he was not. He was not.
We know that this dude, he was lukewarm at best sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we can't sit down here and act like, like he. And the only reason why I was, I leaned more towards him, before we actually cut him, it's only due to his experience and maybe, he can direct, a receiver in some place where he can have the help or something like that. And that, the other little young corners and stuff that would come in to replace him wouldn't know some of those little savvy moves and stuff like that. That's the only reason why. But other than that, man, he really haven't been, all that we thought that he would be, when we traded for him.
I will agree he has not been extraordinary. He's been moderate at best.
But we got a chance, man. Let's give Elton, let's give Taylor a chance. See what he can do. Yeah, I seen some things in preseason that I'm gonna be honest with you that I'm not too happy about. But at this point in time, that's who they're gonna roll with. That's who the coaching staff like, and I think that I think he deserves the benefit of the doubt.
I agree. And then my last thing, I agree with what the last guy said too. Blake Gilligan, he was out of here too because he was too inconsistent last year. He'll give you a 40 or maybe a 50-yard punt, and then the next thing he's shaking one. And then he'll shake another one, and then give you a 40-yard punt. He was up and down last year, so when they say he got cut, I wasn't surprised.
Yeah, it's a far cry from how he was his rookie year.
He was too inconsistent.
Appreciate you coming through, James, man. Keep up with us, man. The season's about to start. Make sure you holler at us, man, every week. We doing the show.
No doubt. I'm gonna have to come in all the time. Love the show.
No doubt.
Appreciate it, Jay. Shout out to you, fam.
Shouts out to you, fam. Who that?
And once again, anybody that's in the New Orleans region, your boy coming down this weekend. Y'all want to link up, man? I'm down. Okay, and our last caller of the night, we got JT in the building. We got
JT,
knowledge right here. JT, what's good with you, fam?
what's good, JT?
See JT on mute right now. What's on?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't. Hello? You can hear me, CB?
Fam. We got knowledge in the building. Knowledge, what's good with you, fam?
Going on. What's up, Uptown?
What's going on? What's happening with you?
It's all right. Look, I just got a couple questions on y'all. When I was talking about the kicker groupie, I was watching him in the preseason when he was kicking off, and I saw some of the kickoffs landing on the goal line about 2 yards in. I never seen none like powerfully go out of the end zone, like bounce out of the end zone. And I was looking at that, and I say, I hope that don't come and bite us, because.
Can I say something right quick? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think
Right.
They got a rule now. They got a rule now in the NFL that they can do like a fair catch or something, on the kickoff and stuff, and the ball will come to 25.
Right.
So what doing now is kicking it short like that in order to encourage teams to take the ball and return the ball rather than, call a fair catch.
Right.
That's more so out of strategy. You understand?
Right.
Something that
Oh yeah.
it's not only groupie. I've seen kickers doing that throughout the NFL, you know, during this preseason. I think they're doing that, just testing that
Right.
what kind of strategy that they can have, you know, in terms of if they can encourage somebody to maybe want to return the ball out, you understand, and lose yardage, you understand, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
that's why I think that's what they think.
Well, and, and you know what? To tell you the truth, I know I've been saying some stuff, man, about old Traquan Smith. You know, dog cousin. You know, I was just you know. I just say the more the merrier, man, on receivers, man, because you know the way things go. You know, sometimes them guys get knocked out. You know, get out. You know, the more you have, I guess, the more you have. But man, you know, Traquan, man, I don't know, man, but you know, the more you have, I guess, you know, on Traquan.
But we straight though, bro. You know, with or without Traquan, we gonna be straight, bro.
Yeah, I think we'd be all right. You know, I think we'd be fine. You know, and my last, well, I have two worries. I'm hoping the game call or the offensive plays they don't start getting, you know, when we rolling at, you know, 14-0 or something like that, then all of a sudden we done got 14 in about the first quarter of the game or the beginning of the second, and then all of a sudden we stay with it into the fourth quarter. I'm like, God, we didn't change plans, we didn't change plays, you know.
You know something that's a, you know, nobody. It's funny. That's a good one, but I ain't, you know, I never did. You know, we sitting there. That's something that we should be considering. That's what you're saying is absolutely true, JP. You understand? Because everybody knows, man. You know, all Saints fans out there, and nobody was really happy with the play calling last season. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Right.
And although, you know, it seemed like Pete got something, you know, a little bit more. And I know that what we was doing was kind of vanilla, you know, during the preseason, but it seemed like he got more of a pulse on that right now. You understand?
Yeah. I think that's gonna change too, because so many people is in there now. It's got something to do with it. You know, they got about at least 2 or 3 now. They're gonna have something to do with it now. You know, a little bit of Gruden, a little bit of the wide receivers coach. You know, so everybody's I think they're gonna pick it up this year with that. You know.
And you know something like that. That's absolutely true, JT. That is, you know, that should be kind of a concern for most Saints fans, considering that everyone, including people, you know, people that's affiliated with the media, was not, you know, happy with the play calling last season. And what's you say?
Right.
What you say it was? What's your what was number 2?
Oh, and my other one was, you know, I'm kind of I'm a little shaky on my, you know, I'm thinking on my left side right now, you know, my left side of the offensive line, you know, it's, you know, I'm saying this is me. All right, this is me. You know, this is me, Uptown. If they gotta see this stuff in training camp, man. You know, I mean, you can't wait till a week before and all. You know, you had to see this stuff in the training camp. Now, they talk about, you know, the offensive line is doing this, and one day, and the defensive line is doing that. If our defensive line going up against our offensive line, I want to know what side is crashing, and I can guarantee you it's that left side. So, you know, right now I'm kind of shaking my left side, and I know they see this in camp, man. That's why, you know, that part with Dennis Allen kind of threw me. I sit back and I look at that, you know, I'm like, they have to see this in camp, man.
Yeah, I must admit, you know, like, you know,
if you bring that on, you know, you got, which they are. Go ahead, Uptown.
Yeah, if you want to be real, yeah, that should be concerning, and it only should be concerning only from the standpoint that that Trevor never had a full year, you know, so far as a professional, you know, at that position. because he was injured.
Right.
But you know, and we haven't seen the combination of him and James Hurst. So because Andrew Speed has been stalwart and left guard for so long. I understand that. I do. I really do understand that.
Right.
But
yeah, because you know. Go ahead, Uptown. I'm sorry.
From what I see, right, and I'm only, you know, talking about what they receive, you know, in the preseason games against, you know, other teams and stuff with players and stuff that's really, you know, trying to make their squads right. I ain't saying that our players aren't, but we, you know, we also have to give credit to the fact that our defensive line ain't just no garbage, ain't just no, you know what I'm saying, no cupcake. You understand that you want But
right.
What I've seen them doing, you know, during the preseason, Trevor looks, you know, pretty good. I mean, he looks mean and nasty out there, man.
Yeah, he
you know, and that's
he looks good, but you know, I don't know. I've been watching football, you know, Uptown for a very long time, and some people, you know how I talk, CB. You know, some people don't like where I be coming from with it because I see it a lot, you know, and I see a lot of stuff, you know, and man, you know, I see some things happening. I told a buddy of mine this yesterday. I said, here it go, bro. It's starting right now. I'm listening about the running back. He got a knee problem. I got Kamara. You know, the NFL is something else with all of that hookup stuff. They try to make the game, the game leveled off. You know what I'm saying? Uptown, like even. They try to make it even. You know, and don't be shocked you hear something going on dealing with Derrick Henry. You know, just to make the game even because they know we got. You know, I believe in that, Uptown. I believe how they do. They've been doing that stuff for years, man. You know, and that you know that makes me that I don't like when people mess with the sport like that. You know.
One thing I can
they've been.
That, you know, as far as the play calls is concerned, you know, I can't sit here and say, you know, that I don't see any evidence that it has improved. The play calling looks like it has improved so far. As far as the left side of the line is concerned, I would much rather have James Hurst playing in there than have Andrew Speed playing in there.
Yeah.
Alongside with Trevor Pitt. And only thing
I would slide Penning inside.
The best thing I can tell you right now, bro, is that they're not going to do that. They're not going to slide.
And who would you want at left tackle?
Hurst. I'll put Hurst over there. Hurst to me right now is better than Penning at left tackle.
Is it due to, in your opinion, is it due to injuries? I mean, not injuries, penalties.
No. I think he's it's a different position when you're playing guard, run block, when you playing guard pass blocking, than playing left tackle pass blocking. Cause see, left tackle, right, that's a very, very important part. For that, I mean, you can get your quarterback hurt. That's the blind side.
JT, let me tell you.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, Uptown.
That would be a bad idea. And that thing that you just said about you can get your quarterback hurt with left tackle like that, well, that's exactly what James Hurst got James last season. Okay, he got James ass hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So we have him at right now is where he needs to be. And we drafted Trevor to be the tackle. You understand? And I think that he can play that position. The only weakness that I see in Trevor is that he allows people to beat him on the inside a lot. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Outside rush. But the inside rush is where he has problems. And that's where you get coaches at. You get coaches, you get people and stuff that show you the right techniques, how to place your feet, you understand how to take the center of your gravity and stuff like that, so you don't get beat on the side. But there is a reason why people move James Hurst to the inside like that because, just like what you said, James Hurst got the quarterback injury. You understand? And
Right.
So, in fact,
Okay.
if you don't believe me, you're welcome to go look at all the Saints games and stuff from last season. And James Hurst was not very good at that. He just wasn't.
But then we in a position then, you know.
He was told, but you got to realize something too, right? James Hurst was also going to the fight because we was going to start Trevor Penning, even as a rookie at that tackle. So he got thrown to the fight. So do we blame him? No, we don't really blame him. But at least he's good enough to secure a starting spot someplace else on this line.
Right.
So that's
well,
good.
I'm looking at. Well, I'm looking this year though. I'm looking this year uptown. From what we had last year, I think we can win with the people that we got and we brought on board. I think we can win 3 or 4 more games with them people. With Derek Carr, with Mike Thomas being a little part of this too. You understand? And hopefully we can step up and get more sacks, more takeaways on the defense. I think we can do that this year with what we brought aboard now. So hey CB, stop being a stranger, bro, and get back on with us, bro, so we can get it going again, bro.
Yeah, I know, fam. I just been busy working. Trust
I know.
me, we're gonna get back live and popping.
Yeah, you're right. You in Uptown, bro. You in Uptown, and we go at it again. Yeah.
All right, fam.
Yes.
Good,
all right. Look, it's good talking with y'all, brother. I'm like I tell you, I've been watching it a long time. When I see some things like that, bro, I like to tell it, bro. I don't want all the Saints fans to sit up here and be, looking at it. I know they got some young Saints fans out there, but I'm gonna just tell you, I've been watching this thing for a very long time. And I'm just telling you, when I see some things like this shifting of players going to Denver and all this kind of stuff, all that's friendship stuff, bro. All that's friendship stuff. They got a couple more. We got a couple more they're gonna be shipping over there, man. But that's all friendship stuff, That's all I can tell you. But yeah, that's it goes all the way back. What that tight end was, bro.
Probably.
And what the tight end name we got from over there? I forgot his name. Old tight end, and I think we got him with a 7th-round pick. They just switched it over and got the 7th-round pick back again. That's all that is, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Now, I've been watching football a long time, but look, fellas, y'all go ahead on. I'm gonna let y'all go and we gonna keep it going, bro. I hope to see y'all again.
Okay, no doubt, man. Who that?
Yeah, you're right. All right, who that, Uptown? Yeah, you're right.
Who that, JT?
That kind of segues me into something, man. I'm gonna say this right quick because we about to be out of here. Like I said, that's something that I want to talk about tonight anyway. I'm not, and I heard Q say this on his program too. I'm not appreciating, man, all this chummy shit, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not thinking.
Yeah, all the what?
All the chummy, you understand? All this kumbaya, you understand? And all this stuff going on with them, bro. You understand? And it's starting to look like Sean Payton starting to fleece us, bro.
We could have got a 5th rounder for Lutz. I believe a 5th, no lower than a 6th. I think we could have got a 5th though for Lutz if it was somebody else.
Hey, bro, they need to cut that off, man. They need to stop doing business with Denver, man. You understand? And why is Sean Payton so interested in us cherry picking our team and all that? Messing around even with our leftovers or whatever. And I don't even know why we messing around with people that came from them. I don't know why we've been inside this Tony Jones dude. You understand? He didn't work out here. Why is he back? You see what I'm saying? We need to cut this funny business that's going on, man. You know, with Denver. I'm tired of that now. You understand? Because I think we got fleeced when we traded his ass there. I thought we should have got more than that.
That's a fact.
You understand? Now it's looking like we getting played now. But that's all I had to say about that, man. Look, everybody out there, great show. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. You heard me? And y'all know the season is starting, so we're gonna have more consistent content coming up in the future. So that's about it. You got anything, CB? Or did I say everything we need to say?
Oh well, let's give a round of applause, man, to all the callers that called in today.
And shout out
to all of y'all, man.
The whole chat, man.
We had a lot of callers, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
And the chat was active too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good show tonight. Who That Nation, definitely appreciate you guys for calling in, tuning in. It's been about a week and a half, but we back the season here, so we're gonna be here with a lot of content. But once again, man, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow the page. It was a little bit more, we want to hit on. Maybe tomorrow, if we got time, we'll see how our time looking. We can get on and discuss that with something else we want to hit on. But we can do that in another segment. But Who That Nation, after tomorrow, it's game week. It's game week. Start Monday is game week against the Tennessee Titans. It begins officially. So, let's get our seatbelts on. Let's buckle our chin straps. That's a fan base. Let's get ready to roll because we got a hell of a season coming up. And I believe we got the team to get into the postseason. First off, I think we got the team to win the NFC South and get into the postseason. But it's one game at a time, and it's going to start off with the Tennessee Titans.
We know you listening, Chad. We know you listening.
Right.
Yeah, we know you lurking, Chad. We know you lurking.
But that'll wrap up tonight's show, Who That Nation. Last time, please like, subscribe, follow the page, and we will be back tomorrow with another episode from the WDN Chatline podcast. Be sure to tune in on that. It's the WDN Chatline podcast, and we're out. Who that?
Who that, baby, for life.